Okay, now we are on tape 2, side 1. Tape 2, side 1, Monday, 17th of October, 2011.
Now, lots of people, including Justin, people at Job Centre and stuff, you don't seem to remember on a daily basis, no matter if it's written in the Bible or written on the back of your head or whatever, you don't seem to be able to take it in. So it's up to your vocal person, whoever that is, to dictate it in tape, and I don't know what's happened to these tapes, whether they get recorded into the computer and locked away forever, whether they get erased, I don't know, whether they get listened to. But it's definitely part of your story, and we're cutting away all the shit now and concentrating on the jazz. Now, okay, so you've tried a load of shit, you feel like you can do a load of shit, but you're not fulfilled. You, in my opinion, have got a very, very rare ability, or rare opportunity, to make it to the top. Now, do you realise what that top is? That top is living the dream that you were on course for doing in 92, 93, when you were writing your songs. We've done all the MBS, we've done all the crazy walks, we've done all the crazy videos, we've made a shock of ourselves on Facebook, we've sent stupid emails to various people, we've been an alcoholic, we've wasted a lot of time, we've been depressed, we've sought medical attention, we've had a shrink, we've done a fucking load of shit that you don't wake up to in the morning. You just wake up to this tired soul. And that's exactly what it is. A tired soul. There is a weight of stuff crushing it down. And there is a pinprick of opportunity left to shine through. Now, okay, the original plan, and we thought all day today that the original plan was concentrating on taking £2,000 back home to Hereford at Christmas. So you're not considered a complete and utter dick. Whether you should go otherwise is really besides the point. We're concentrating on one plan. £2,000 plan, £1,000 per month, £1,000 per page. That should be the bare minimum of your existence, right? But again, on a daily basis, you don't see. That's why this tape is called rolling. That's why I'm able to dictate from the gut, rather than you going around in a lost fucking day. It's fucking rank full day. But you're in the library, okay, that's nice to get a bit of peace. But let me tell you, what are you actually doing? Apart from downloading tracks, uploading things, checking email and shit. That's a very low level existence, it's not going to lead anywhere, and considering the amount of medication that you've taken to get you out of this shit, it's not really going to achieve anything. Going to the library is fuck all. Going to the library is achieving the bare form of communication with your parents and those who matter. And even now I'm not sure whether you can handle that correctly. Okay, so we move on. Okay. Point to note now, taken 7 of those concertos now. I'm only just being able to see, rather than walking around like this tit for a comedian, I'm only now beginning to see the level of, shit that I've got to deal with. Now, there's been a lot of shit, it's been almost a decade of shit. I've seen a decade worth of debts build up, a decade worth of pissing about, a decade worth of lostness. You were given these meds 5 years ago now, and you're only just, and I'm not saying that you are, but you're only just being able to handle it. You fuck them up a lot of times. You know now that alcohol doesn't work with them. Alcohol rinses through it, lets you see the negative. And it really doesn't matter. And remember, your mind goes back to when you used to have one. And it used to give you a little gentle lift. Well, that fucking gentle lift is not fucking good enough to get you out of the shit you're in. I'm sorry, pal. You're 25 to 30 grand in debt. You owe everybody everything. You made a fool out of everybody. You've lost virtually all of your friends. And you're still being a dick. You know why? Because you're not being fully medded before you address the problems. And now, with 7 pills, you're only just starting to be fully medded. And to think that even 3 months ago you wanted to do volunteering on the stream right here and clear his shit and all that sort of stuff. And to think even this morning you were like, took a table inside when you're supposed to be getting rid of it. But anyway, all that sort of small petty shit. And if you talk about mind cleansing and concerted being shitty and all that, taking one and suddenly you're doing stupid things, then that's up to you. That's up to you. Billions of dollars worth of research has gone into this, and if it takes you 5, if takes you 7 pills to start getting an equal wavelength, so it's all clear and you can start to deal with stuff from the top. Now deep down underneath we think about what is it like to deal with stuff from the top. Basically dealing with stuff from the top is actually eliminating all of your emotional noises, shall we say, when you're doing lorries, writing, you know, that daily search, basically, that daily search, tracks, trance, house, all that bollocks. That's what dealing from the top is, getting rid of all that shit. And I believe now, the journey that we are today, we're into our 7th. I believe the 7th, unfortunately, is bad. The 7th is where things begin to start to take shape. And they begin to see your trail of destruction, devastation, and your future being a complete and utter failure. And yet, amongst all of this, as I said, there's one little pinprick of opportunity, of light, that we've seen several times before, that also always fades away, but it's still there, and that little fade of light is shining so brightly. Maybe it's a remaining bit of your soul that still lives. Maybe it's the fact that you've been through so much shit, and I'm now on the field again, by the way. And if you ask me whether, you know, about a year ago I used to walk onto this field after 1 tablet or 2 tablets and like think, oh yeah, I can change the world. You know, there's so much naivety going on, and I hope, shame we don't have a windshield for this. Try putting it in my sleeve like that. There was a lot of naivety involved, a lot of stuff going around, maybe a lot of sugar, maybe a lot of caffeine. You know, who knows? Maybe different things in the body. Maybe, you know, serotonin, sunlight. You know, we saw the sunlight experience making all those films, and that was a week ago, about 2 weeks ago. We have moved on. Probably we've moved on to see more negative side, a shocking trail that, if set to continue, is going to bury this guy, perhaps in less than 10 years. So immediate action has to be taken. And there's all this stuff, and you know, we worry about focusing, and until, the weird thing is, until you've got these 7 bedding in, and I know it's fucking risky, and I know you can't be around people because of the side effects and shit, but until this 7 bed in, it's all negative now. It's all negative. When 3 bed in, it's self-swearing, and you fucking totally fucked up your life, and then, you know, 2 more kick in, and it's a bit shaky. What should I do? I feel like I can do something. And then when finally 7 kicks in, it's only then that the negative stuff begins to slide away, and you begin to see this tiny little pinprick. And the pinprick is equivalent to maybe 1 window over on one of the towers of Canary Wharf that may even not be fully in sight, which maybe you can't even see with the human eye, or even see with your glasses off. You're just aware that it's there. Now, whether you take a camera and zoom into it is besides the point. What's that going to do? What's that going to do? You just need to know that it's there. And that is what 7 tablets brings. That's what 7 tablets brings. A complete dark sky with a little pinprick of a distant star. And that is where we are today. That is where we are today. And I think we've made, you know, good progress. But if you go backwards on this progress, then you have to start it again. Then your soul is suffering again. You're having to take more meds than you need to. And the time that's flying by, the time you've got remaining on your body clock, where the seconds are ticking by. I mean, this morning you were 2 hours out on your time approximation. You were an hour out because you thought you left at 8:30 when you left at 9:30. So the time should have been 10:30 when you estimated it to be 9:30. But also that trip took an hour longer than you thought. So it was actually 11:30. So if that happens every day, or if it happens twice a day, that means your time appreciation is fucking way off. And that maybe explains why you're late for everything. You know, have you ever thought about that? You're late for everything because you have no, you know, an hour out over the course of an hour is, you know, like 50% to mum and dad for Christmas, or to Belgian Christmas, is the absolute bare minimum after where you've been. I mean, we could pull out, I could probably take pull out 50, maybe 100 really bad, not only embarrassing, but financially shitty, but very, very bad situations you've been in over the last 10 years. But we started, when 7 pills began to kick in, we started to focus on what we call the solution. Yeah? Now, we've got all these things going around. We've got the big dough thing, we've got the New Deal thing. We'll put that up there. We need to sort of maybe draw a line or something, which basically what the 7 does, it seals it off and creates what you in the past have called a cleansing or a detox of the brain or something like that. But, you know, we're now much further on. We're 7 now, we're much further on. And there are parts of us, you know, we could go into an alternative personality, and there are parts of us that feel, you know, great because we've actually become a different person. But to remain true to our soul, we have to face the terrible, utterly terrible financial, social, everything position we've put you through, on parents through everything, and focus on the solution. So we draw this line, okay, this is with 7, this is for reference, this is very important. It's no wonder Usma talks to you like you're a bit stupid. She's trying to get through to you. Okay, 7 pills. That's right, yeah, 7 pills, maybe 7 solutions so far. Okay, at the top left we've got the big dose stuff. Yeah? Then we've got house, trance, you know, etc., etc. Then we've got the underlying ability to release soul. Okay, and I'm going to pull, even though we're going to address the big dome thing, hopefully later. At the moment, what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on 3 things. A, B and C. A, the Christmas £2,000 envelope. B, the solution. And C, the need to release the soul. Okay? Now the soul thing goes down into Sweet Rain, I suppose, vocal. And then that has little offshoots. Things like Jerome, and, you know, you're talking about making music with Jerome, and he's one of the few people you're talking to, so he can definitely be useful. You've done all the lists of people that have supported you, people that have let you down, and yet still, on a daily basis, you wake up to shit, you have to go through all this again, so you can get medded enough so your brain is chemicalised, swelled up, and sliced and diced enough for you to see what is going on. Now, we know that we want to be off meds ASAP, but it's absolutely impossible to do that if we're in this situation. So time is absolutely key. And this feeling of wanting to run out is completely and utterly true. How can it not be? How can it not be? You know, you're 10 years behind, and if you act responsibly, you can make up that 10 years, and you can concentrate on one of the other keywords, retirement. Okay? So, we've got several keywords. What we need to do is get a pad that we can't buy, because we haven't got any money. We've got like 29 pence, because we fucked it up again. And Dad has had to send money again, and he said today that he's in his 70s, he's definitely not going to send anyone more money. So this is really, really, really the last time you can fucking forget Christmas. If you fuck this up, this is utter. This is not only fucking way off, this is so far off course that your actual existence on this field is dependent on others. Your actual getting out of bed in the morning is dependent on others. You're so far off course. But anyway, listen, we're concentrating on the solution. There are several keywords. You need to join these keywords up and like flick off with different lines and stuff. And I'm going to try and keep this tape talking until one side is used up, and then maybe tonight we'll have another tape and see where we are. But now we realise we need to move to paper with diagram forms. Don't make any more lists. Yeah, we've got our keywords, which you have to remember at all costs. Yeah, if you don't listen to this, let's round up the keywords. The keywords are retirement, rare opportunity, wanting to release one's soul, sweet rain, journey, one more. The £2,000 to Christmas. And that is the absolute minimum. Maybe that should be your maximum. Maybe, I mean, there's so many maybes here because you fucked it up every time. Because you fucked it up every time, it means you have to take it apart. And one of the maybes is maybe when you get to this message, you go, oh yeah, well, it's okay. I said, okay, let's take another path. And then of course that fucks up because that path doesn't exist when you're not on those meds. And then when you come off the meds, you think, oh fuck, I was up there and I fucked up again. And you have to start all over again, and there's a day lost. And when there's a day lost like that, it is agony and pain for the soul. So you have a duty to concentrate on maybe one path. Because when you've done that path, when you've completed that path, and either you succeed or you'll fail, you can then choose another path. But right now, your soul is choosing a path every day gets fucked up, you get pushed back down again, and your soul is so tired, as you know, in bed, it's a desperate situation. Almost like crying, but saying, oh my god, it's in shock. It's in shock. And you're not really sleeping at the moment. You know, you're in some sort of semi-sleep. And so there's a lot of, you're not eating properly, you're supposed to be, I mean, this stuff gives you the ability to clean your house inside and out, and it gives you the ability to completely look after yourself with the right daily nutrition. You could maybe join a gym and all that shit, but you realise now that's all small shit. That can wait. There's something else that needs to be addressed, and that's this £2,000 situation with all these little keywords around it. So there's several ways of doing this. You can do a flow diagram, or you can do one of those like circular diagrams where the arrows go out, like that. For somebody with your intelligence, who at the moment is looking like a complete and utter spastic, there's a paradox there. This whole thing is full of paradoxes. You know, you won't go out and get a job. You've been given a rare opportunity to fly. You've been wanting to do this for ages. You've read books about it. You've studied it. You've come to the conclusion that people with ADHD or autistic tendencies have also another side to them. They may fail in 99% of the time, but there is one little bit that they've succeeded. And you know what? You're true of that. You've looked at everything. But you also believe that there is this little, maybe not 1%, maybe a million where you can succeed. Now the reason why that little 1% is going to 100%, is getting to 1,000% is because it's going further and further away every day. You know why it's going further and further away? It's to do with time. You're having less time to achieve your goals every day that you fuck up. That is why this little shining star every day is getting a little harder to see in the night sky. Because as your time diminishes, don't forget you're nearly 41, let's say you're 41 from now on, yeah? It won't be long until you're in your mid-40s. Now, as that time goes by, speeds by, with all the stuff we spoke about this morning, the achievement of the human race, etc., etc., the ability to fulfill your dream and your goal is diminished. Because the time window is diminished. And that time window is diminished through several reasons. Not only because of debts, possible court cases, and all loads of other shit that you'll have to deal with, but also the very unique position that you're in at the moment. Very, very unique. Well, your landlady seems to have fucked off. You have housing benefit paid to her, which seems to have gone down, and she hasn't picked up on it, and there's a fucking fracas about to fucking happen, and you're on Monday. Yeah, so that's going to kick some shit off. The other thing is, you're still fucking able to move amazingly enough, despite all this shit. You're still able to go for walks on the park and to take this stuff. Now, other people who haven't maybe, I don't know, didn't have some sort of stock makeup, wouldn't have been able to get this far. A cat has 9 lives, you fucked up 10 of them. Yeah? We know that. So it's an absolute miracle that you're still here in the position to be able to do this stuff. Now, there are several other, minor things that are going to fuck it up, like TV people coming, possible people calling on debts, possible eviction, very, very minor things that are chances of millions to one, like, a fire downstairs, or you having an argument, you being beaten up, you being mugged, you losing your fingers, you lose fucking up your voice. There are things like that. And the reason why this star, this distant star, is fading away is because all of this stuff, if you can't seem to contemplate, all of this stuff amounts up to a darkening, blacking out. And that blacking out is continuing every 24 hours. And even if you do fuck all, even if you have to stay in bed and rest, or take a beer and chill, or do whatever, check your emails, or do whatever. Time waits for no man. And the weird thing, after all this dictation and shit, I'm wondering what to do next. I really am. I'm left completely and utterly clueless about, automatically head home because I think, okay, I've dictated half an hour. I can completely and utterly forget what to do next. So we really, when that money comes through, we really need to get a little pocket pad to basically, based on the next list, which again you're still fucking up on what to do. You seem to have no, short-term memory or anything, and that is fucking it up badly. Really is. You don't even know your past, your future, whatever. You have to dictate it in order. So that's one thing to address, the next list, the pocket pad. And just to remind you, the reason now is to go back and get some sort of pad and to try and, lift this a little further. But, and the weird thing is, when you appreciate the sort of level that you're at, of course, you start to slip down second by second again. It takes a certain amount of not only meds and water or energy or whatever, psychic energy, but these meds begin to wear off basically as soon as they kick in. And the further and further you go, and the more used to them you get, the more ineffective and the shorter they last, because your tolerance is built up. So there's another factor. So you've got all these factors, and that circle of life thing that you were maybe came across or discovered before is actually pretty true. You've got so many negative factors on the left, and you really now need to zoom in quite hard to get the positive stuff on the right. You don't have a time plan. Of course you don't have all these other things, like you haven't had an eye test recently, you haven't been to the dentist, you haven't had a check-up for your doctors. All this stuff is basically just flipped out. Your soul has given up because you're fucking up on a daily basis. And if you carry on like this, I tell you don't have much time. You need to get that $2,000 to secure your minimum existence. And then from there, you can then begin to build and do stuff. You know what, I was just thinking, I'm so sick of all this. I really am sick of it. Having to go through all this ordeal on a daily basis just to get to see stuff, and then other times it's like a 2-day break. And stuff is so damaging. Unbelievable. The journey that you've been through here is absolutely unbelievable. You have to see it through as soon as possible. I think you're inquiring about the price of, allotments, and you've done so much stupid shit. You've got so much big shit to sort out. time appreciation ratio is you think 1 hour is actually 2 hours, then basically that halves your time. And maybe that explains why Diane Hurley got her laptop a year ago. Maybe explain why you're so fucking far out on all your timings and stuff. Maybe explain why you went down to see the giant lions there, and then not only had gone, but the flipping venue had changed, and it was a complete different environment. You're like lost in a different realm. So your time factor is 2 to 1. Which means that if you estimated that this walk was 45 minutes, it was probably an hour and a half, you're losing 24 hours in every 24 hours. So therefore, let me see, if it's 2.5 months till Christmas, let's call it 2 months for argument's sake, that means that your real appreciation of that is going to be 1 month. Makes it easier, doesn't it? You've got 1 month to make $2 grand. And you know what? There's 2 other words that have to be added to your other keywords today. And I hope you're going to be able to remember those keywords. The 2 other words are flow and plan. So we're looking at 3 things today. Maybe 4. Visualising 3 pages in the book. One is a note of keywords. One is this sort of like diagram and then A and B, where you have this like line between 2004 and now. And then maybe that is a swelling of stuff, where you can like fill in the gaps and stuff. And then that's diagram 1, that's diagram 2. Diagram 3 is like a flow chart, or maybe the keywords and the flow charts and a cross collaboration between the 2. And then the other one is like a circular diagram with stuff going out. And then you've got these other diagrams that you should be continuing, like the circle of life and stuff. But maybe this new one today is also a circle of life. We'll have to see. We'll have to see where this day goes. And I'm sure it's not going to be, entirely happy. You're on 7 now, and we're only just beginning to see what's going on. You prove that you can't use the diary. You fuck that up. So you may as well take the diary. Take your diary to the park with a pen. Take 2 more, and we take it from there. Don't forget to drink plenty of water, as your doctor prescribes. The other thing is, it's going to be very interesting to see whether we get today to the same point where cracking brings us to. I guess that would be the perfect outcome. If we get there, then that'd be brilliant. But we've got an open mind, shall we say. No pun intended. But let's see what happens. Maybe this concentrates on the hat and that concentrates on the whatever, but we shall have to see. Today is going to be a groundbreaker. And today, whether it takes 3 tapes to achieve, that's where we're going. Maybe what will come out of this is some sort of desired outcome as well, and also some plan. I guess if we get a plan today, and we're just about to run out of tape here, to get a plan today, then also we'll be happy. As I return home for the second time today, to get a pad, to get my diary, pens and my bag, to head back to the park. We're aware of the diagrams that we're going to do, and we're aware of wanting to form a total plan and wanting to my mind is just distracted by another overweight lorry going over the doesn't have some permit. Okay, so we're doing the maybe completing this stuff today will slowly merge all this data to some sort of, we'll bring the various keywords together and get the plan together and get the flow going.
Okay, that's the end of tape 2, side 1.